Hello, grade 5 students. I just wanted to show you a few examples of how to subtract decimals without using blocks. So in our first example, let's have 3.42 subtract 2.11. Okay, so to subtract this, the first thing we're going to do is we always put the first number on the top. So we have 3.42, and we're going to subtract our 2.11. And you can see here that I've got my decimals all nicely lined up, and so I could even write in my decimal right there because that's how we keep track of the place values. And then from there I'm just going to go through and subtract as normal. So 2 subtract 1 is 1, 4 subtract 1 is 3, and there's the decimal, and 3 subtract 2 is 1. So 3.42 minus 2.11 is 1.31. So that's pretty standard. I think we know that we have to subtract hundredths from hundredths and tenths from tenths and ones from ones, and this is how we get that answer. So that one's not too difficult. Let's try one that might be a little more tricky. So in this one, let's do 7.08 subtract 0.2. So let's line up 7.08, and now we're going to do 0.2. So this looks a little bit odd because we don't have any hundredths in this number. So we know that 0.2 is the same as 0.20, because that 0 is just really a placeholder. So let's add that extra 0 in there, and now we can subtract. So 8 subtract 0 is just 8, and 2, well, we want to take 2, but we don't have any tenths, so we're going to go over to the ones. We're going to cross that out, make that a 6, and put the 1 on top here. So now we have 10 tenths. We're going to take away 2 tenths, and we'll have 8 tenths left. Line up our decimal, and 6 subtract 0 is 6. And so our answer to this question, 7.08 minus 0.2 is 6.88. Okay, pretty straightforward, but let's do one more. And now this one, let's do 4 subtract 0.06. Okay, so lining that up, we always put the first number on the top. So 4 minus 0.06. And again, this looks a little odd. So we're going to add in some placeholders. So we're going to make 4.00. And now we're also going to have to do some regrouping, because here I want to take 6 from 0, but of course I can't take 6 from nothing, so we'll go over to the ones and make that a 3 and make this 10. But I still need to go over to the hundredths. I'm going to cross that out and make that now a 9 and make this a 10. So 10 subtract 6 is 4, and 9 subtract 0 is just 9. And there's the decimal, line that up, and 3 subtract 0 is simply 3. And so the answer to this question is 3.94. Okay, so there you go. That's 3 examples. Now here the tricky thing was that we had to add in our placeholders here for the zeros, and that we had to go all the way over to the ones here to get some hundredths here, because we had 2 zeros in there. Okay, I hope that's pretty straightforward. Try out the work, and if you have any questions, you can either post it in the discussion channel or you can email me. Good luck, and I'll chat with you soon.